So our very first video is gonna be comparing pizzas. We're doing pizza wars.
Pizza challenge.
That's what we could, yeah, pizza challenge. So basically, where we're going is Pizza Hut and Papa Murphy's. And Brett loves Papa Murphy's, or he thinks Papa Murphy's is superior to Pizza Hut, and I like Pizza Hut. But I really think it's just what we're used to, like what we grew up on.
Yeah, I mean, I never really had Pizza Hut.
And I never had Papa Murphy's. I've had it twice, like, with him and his family.
Mm-hmm.
But, so I don't really remember what it tastes like. I just don't remember, like, loving it. I probably liked it. I'm sure I liked it. Pizza is pizza. We're gonna get both tonight for dinner. So we already put the order in, and now we're gonna go get them. That's where we're going. We're also gonna pick up a bottle of wine. So I'll just see you guys at, where are we going, Market Street?
Yeah, I guess so. We'll stop at Market Street and then go to Papa Murphy's.
Okay. So apparently you just pick it up at the little rack right there. You don't even have to take a Chipotle
That was very quick.
pickup.
They had like 1,000 pizzas there just right in.
Yeah.
But I guess they expect you to get there somewhat soon because
It's really big.
No.
it just sits out for like hours.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, I didn't pay for this.
Oh. You didn't pay for it? Well, we gotta go pay for it.
Yeah.
Here.
Why did it not make me pay for it?
No idea. What did they say?
My Good Samaritan Award. They gave me $3 off, 30%. So
For going back in?
they're like, wow, we got an honest one. Yeah.
Really? We got both of our pizzas and time to go home. To set up for the night, so I made a salad. Well, we both are gonna eat a salad. I've been baking croutons lately, just like cutting up some bread and putting salt, pepper, and oil
This time we gotta do
and
the
garlic
air fryer.
powder and cheese on them, and we did it in the air fryer. So yeah, let's taste test these salads, see how it tastes. Bitter?
Mhm.
Yeah?
It's okay. Like, if there's enough Caesar and like other stuff. The croutons take the flavor, or like cancel out the bitterness. But pretty good.
It's good. You guys know that like first bite of food after you've been like so hungry, so good. Like whenever you're dehydrated and you have like first cold sip of water, and it feels so good. I just had that experience. Okay, we'll see you guys when pizza's ready. How many
5
more
minutes.
5 minutes.
Alright, here we go.
I already started eating my pizza as I was so hungry.
So I'll try my Pizza Hut first.
Brett has one Pizza Hut and one of his Papa Murphy's one. On mine, I got pepperonis, extra pepperoni and bell pepper. He likes a thicker crust for his pizza, and I like
Oh
thin
my
crust.
gosh, that's hot.
But
Jeez.
again, I think it's what we grew up on.
Pizza Hut is good though.
It's good. This one to me,
They're definitely different.
yeah, they're definitely different.
This one, I'd say Papa Murphy's is like a very greasy. Which is like you can taste the greasiness on it.
It reminds me more of like it is good, like a frozen pizza, but a little bit better. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10, and I give mine like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, rate yours and rate mine.
Sorry. So I'd rate this one. I'd probably rate them pretty similar on the like flavor wise, like at a 6.5 for both.
That's about it. That's all we're doing tonight.
And then we're making margaritas.
So I'll just end it by talking about us a little bit. So this is Brett. I'm Serena. We're 2 years apart. And if you're watching this, you probably already know that because you
2 years
probably know
apart in
us.
age.
We're 2 years apart, and I'm actually the one that's older. I'm 25, and Brett's
23.
23 years old. We actually just turned those ages, so. And we met in 2019 at church camp. Yeah, we were working at a church camp in 2019,
Dated
like right after camp was done.
in August, so we went from like 2019 to
We dated from 2019 and we got married last year in 2022 in March. And we got engaged
2 years ago.
January 2021 on my birthday. So we've almost been married a year because we're recording this January 13th and 2023. So,
Woo!
so like what made you like me
Um,
at camp?
I don't know. I think,
Okay, we'll tell them a story a little bit about us. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
We'll tell them a story about like how we started dating because it's a good story. So we were at camp with like how many people? 40 people probably worked with about
Yeah.
like 40 other people. And whenever you work at this camp, you like pretty much you live out there, you do live out there. So we all moved out there in like May, and then everyone pretty much leaves in August, but for all those times, like that summer in between, you're living out there. And so there's like three rooms for you guys,
Yeah.
like right here. And then the girls' rooms are over here. And then some people have like other rooms in a different part of the camp, but you literally sleep there in a room with like, I had 3 other girls in my room.
It was like 3 bunk beds
It's
in
like
a room.
one room, yeah, with like 2 bunk beds and 2 girls, 2
3 for
girls.
us.
And then they had 3 bunk beds, so like 6 guys
Yeah.
in a room that you're sharing for the summer. And so, yeah, that's kind of what our situation was like.
Heck is making all types of noise.
So that's kind of what our like living situation was like. And then you're just with each other like all the time as like a staff because you
Yeah.
live out there. So you're just like always around each other. But actually, Brett was a lifeguard, so he was with like at the water sites a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was not a lifeguard because I don't know how to swim, so I wasn't really at the water sites too much. And I feel like if I was ever put at like the pool or the pond, you were at the opposite one. So I didn't really work with him at all. So he was more like the outgoing one there and like more hands-on, I guess, with things. So yeah, we just like worked opposite jobs. And so we weren't really around each other too much. There was one night at camp when I was with my friends from camp, and we were all sitting outside. It was like late at night, and we were sitting outside talking about like guys that we would date or guys that we liked.
Classic camp stuff.
Yeah, I guess. But mine was just Brett. Well, mine was just you. And so I just said Brett. And then I remember, like, these are like early signs of me realizing that I kind of liked him. But we were in the office, like the, what do you call it? Like the main office of the camp. And I was with my friend, and Brett walked by, and she said like, oh, he's kind of cute. He's kind of cute, right? And he like, Brett said hi to us. He said hi to us. And then I was like, yeah, he is cute. So then I kind of started thinking about it more.
You guys mind on all the wrong things at camp.
No, but I was also trying to not think like that.
I know.
And I also didn't really know Brett too much at that point.
Yeah, we didn't really talk much.
We didn't talk too
We
much.
really didn't talk much the whole summer.
And at the very beginning of the summer, Brett invited me to Corpus, which is where I lived. So at the very beginning of the summer, on the weekends, I would go home pretty much a lot. So one weekend, it was like early on, and I remember him asking me, like, are you gonna stay here on camp? And I said, no, I'm gonna go home for this weekend. And he was like, oh, that's lame. And then he ended up messaging me on the GroupMe app that we had, like, as staffers, and he said, like, oh, he told me, like, oh, I think we're all going to Corpus, and I said, oh, that's where I live, like, that's where I'm going. And he was like, oh, really? And I said, like, yeah, so let me know if you guys are, like, do anything or whatever. So then I leave camp, and I'm driving home, and it's, like, an hour drive.
Yeah.
And I get a message from him, and he said, like, do you want to meet us at Chick-fil-A? And I was like so excited that he messaged me. And so I said yes. But like when I got there, this was like later on in the evening. And when I got there, I didn't say anything. Like I didn't say, I'm here, are you guys here? And he didn't say, like, we're here, are you here? Or like we just kind of stopped communicating. And then like you guys had been inside for a while.
Yeah, we had like pretty much eaten.
Well, like, yeah, everyone had their
Yeah,
food, and he was
we had
like,
food.
we're here, or something. So then I went in, like, super late, and I didn't know that they were there. I couldn't tell if he liked me or not because he invited me, but then we literally didn't say a word to each other. And then, so that was, like, our first, like, interaction, I guess, or, like, DMs with each other. So we didn't really hit it off that night. Because we just, yeah. It wasn't like I learned anything new. Oh, so then he messaged me that night, and he said on the GroupMe app, and he said something like, "We're not too bad to hang out with, right?" or something like that. And I was like, "No, whatever." So we were just messaging a little bit that night, and then I just stopped messaging him back. So like he said something like, I probably said, "What are y'all doing tonight at camp?" And he said, "Oh, nothing, just hanging out in the staff house, whatever." And then I just said nothing.
No, she hearted it.
Yeah, I hearted it. I didn't say anything back to him. I didn't reply back
So
because I was like confused if he liked me or not. And I also was like, well, I'm not gonna say goodnight or like, oh, that's cool. Like I didn't want to say, oh, that's cool, and it was boring, you know. So I just didn't respond to him. And the next day, he messages me again on the GroupMe app and says, I don't know, we were just messaging a little bit, and then I stopped messaging him again.
And then she hearted another message, and then didn't text me back. And then
So then he took that as like, I don't like him. So then I never heard from him again. And I never reached out to him either because I was just like, I don't know. I just was like, I don't know if he likes me or I don't know if whatever. So we just like never talked again. I think we were both just not trying to like think about it that much.
yeah, I think that was part of it for sure.
Like we went through like maybe half of the summer, probably not even, yeah, maybe like a month more. And then my friend told his sister, because his sister that's my age worked with us at camp, was working with us. So then my friend told his sister that I liked him. And then his sister told him that I liked him.
And the rest is
the rest is history. That was all he needed to know.
Yeah.
And so then from then on, he would like come from his jobs like at camp and come talk to me. And that's when we kind of started getting to know each other more. Yeah, we just started talking more. And so, yeah, and then I think that's when I got your number. You gave me your number.
Yeah, well, so...
Because you were like, it'd be easier to just talk there.
No, I said...
No.
Well, I don't really remember. But I remember that because my family would go on these like summer vacations, and so before I was gonna leave, I was leaving like early for camp, and when I was gonna get back, like a lot of people were gonna leave already, and I think she was gonna leave or like
Pretty soon after.
Yeah. So like there wasn't gonna be like a lot more time. So I was just I think that's when we got each other's number. Because then we were texting like when I was gone.
Yep.
And on my vacation and stuff. So that's kind of when we started talking, and
I told him that I missed him, and he didn't say he missed me back.
I don't remember that.
Probably a little early for me to say.
Yeah. Well. So yeah, but she goes. So yeah, whatever. So it took us like all summer, but then
So,
at the end
yeah.
of the summer we started dating.
We literally
soon
like
after the
hung
summer.
out for like 2 full days, kind of like by ourselves, just like going a lot of different places and talking, and it just felt like supernatural. Like literally 2 days later we started dating. But yeah, so we started dating August 13th, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we kind of met and started talking and dating. And he actually met my dad
Like the first day.
like the night before we started dating, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he came over.
We had like been hanging out in Corpus all day. Like we were.
Yep.
I don't know if we went to the beach or I don't think
We
so.
were
I
just
think we
kind of
got
going
coffee.
like coffee and then like
Our
Grimaldi's.
first date was like coffee. We went to coffee for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we're just like talking forever. Cause like we hadn't, like Serena said, like we didn't really know each other. Like we had spent the whole summer with each other, but we had never really had like a real conversation with each other, or like nothing
Yeah.
deep or anything like that. And so we were there and we just kind of like talked and like really got to know each other. And then we went to go get pizza. So like all that happened. That was like 6 hours or whatever. And then I was still living on camp, so I was gonna drive back, but we had just gone back to her house for like, I don't know what we were doing, just like hanging out. I think I was literally like sitting on the couch for like 20 minutes, and she said her dad was coming, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, because my dad was gonna be home from work, and so I was
So that was kind of funny. I was like,
I guess y'all are gonna meet each other.
Yeah.
And so I texted my dad and was like, I have like my friend from campus here, by the way. So when you get home, whatever.
And it was like the quickest exchange. Like we like shook hands. Said,
my dad just sat on the couch.
We talked a little bit,
but
like I was gonna leave already, and so it was kind of funny. But
yeah,
me and Chucky are
yeah,
tight, so it's all good. But yeah, that was kind of like our first.
And then we started dating.
That was our first date and stuff, and then kind of just everything else from there. And now we're here, and we did our house tour, so that's our first video technically on the.
Yeah, that's true. We did do our house tour
So we moved
in our
into
last
Lubbock.
apartment.
So this video is like 20 minutes long now.
Yeah, well, we can edit it.
Cutting. So yeah, that leads
That's kind of how we
That's
met.
like our relationship stuff, and then now we've just been married. So I'm in physical therapy school at Tech, which is in Lubbock, but they have like 3 campuses, so I'm at Odessa. And then so we moved to Lubbock for 3 months for the summer after we got married, and then moved to Odessa, or Midland, which is like the neighboring city. It's been fun.
But
Busy, but
that's about it. That's our little story, pieces of it, at least. But
so if our kids watch this in 20 years,
yeah,
they can know.
they could watch it in like 15 years.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I guess that's it about us for now. Yeah, we don't know our next video, but we'll say, let me get our little dog to say bye to you guys, if I can get in without him biting me. Say, give it a like and press the subscribe button, please, to support my backyard. I need a backyard.
He needs a backyard.
My parents have me
needs him to
peeing on
run.
the concrete. Oh, my nose. But, okay, we'll see you guys in our next video, and if you watched all of us all the way through talking, then we appreciate you, and yeah. See you guys in our next video. 2, 3.